Good morning, everyone. I am late today. Yes, I am. Took me 3 times to put in the title, and that's not why I'm so late. I'm late because I didn't want to get out of bed. This is Celeste of Astrology by Celeste, and this is my birth date candle. I'm going to light it and try not to choke on the smoke because I'm really good for that. Yeah. And it's a wonderful candle. It smells so, so good. But yeah. And you can get your own. You can go to the link in my bio and get your own birthday candle. They have such great stuff. They also have a pendant. And now they have a wall chart where you can put your you can get a chart with your birth date, your natal chart for the wall or for a gift. And you have a coupon in my link. Hi, Martina from France. So good to see you. You know, I was thinking about you right before I came on here, Martina. That is so funny. I was like, oh, I hope Martina from France sees me go live because you were saying you were having issues. Okay. Hi, Jupiter Gemini. How are you enjoying your Jupiter return? You still got another good 7 months of it. So I hope it's going well for you. Hi, Raven. Welcome, everyone. Okay, so this is, oh, good. I'm glad you're enjoying your Jupiter return. Okay, so this is Celeste of Astrology by Celeste. Today is the Astro and the Oracle program where I'm going to talk about the astrology for a bit. And then I'm going to pull cards for Oracle guidance. And we're going to use the Illuminated Tarot deck today. I love this. It was a gift to me by one of my Moon Mastery students, Daria. And it's just such a beautiful, beautiful deck. Yes, it is. Ooh, and, oh, I don't have a pen. Oh, well, we're just going to wing it. I was going to write something down, but I don't have, oh, yes, I do have a pen. Okay. So, what are we going to talk about today? Oh, we're going to talk about the fact first that there's a new moon this Saturday or Sunday, depending where you live. It's late at night on the West Coast on Saturday, Sunday for most of the rest of the world, where it's a new moon in Sagittarius. And I had a workshop on Sunday. You can get the recording. It was a really good one to learn all about what's coming up, especially with these dual retrogrades. We have Mercury now and soon to have Mars retrograde. So that's an announcement. Also, if you're looking for a gift, you can go to the shop on my website, astrologybyceleste.com, if you're looking for an astrology gift to give to someone else or yourself. Okay, so what we're going to talk about today, I hope I can keep myself together and my thoughts organized. I actually have stuff printed out here because, good morning, Detail Girl. So nice to see you. Yes. Because this is a really important time to be aware of and a great opportunity for learning through this transit about retrogrades. And this Mercury retrograde is, I think, going to be one for the ages. It's in the sign of Sagittarius. So Mercury, a planet that rules communication, thought processes, and commerce, and transportation, has gone retrograde on the 25th. And it's going to stay retrograde till December 15th. And why I say it's one for the ages, well, number one, Mercury is in detriment in the sign of retrograde. It does not like to be in this sign because it's as far from home as it can be. Mercury likes to be very specific with everything. Likes to be detailed, very specific, just like gathering information and knowledge and whatnot. And Sagittarius is like, that's for the birds. We just want, what is the big picture? We don't need all these little pesky details. We just need the big picture. And so that's part of the reason it doesn't really like to be in this sign. And Jupiter is in Gemini, Mercury sign, as far away from home as it can be. And they are in what is called, and I've talked about this a couple of times because I think it's so fascinating, they're in what's called mutual reception because they're in each other's sign. Jupiter doesn't like to be in Gemini, it likes to be in Sagittarius. Mercury doesn't like to be in Sagittarius, it likes to be in Gemini. They're in each other's home so they can give each other mutual aid. But like I've mentioned, like Jen Zart, I got this from Jen Zart, it's like two drunks helping each other home from a bar. So it's like they're not real. They're you're not going to turn Mercury into Sagittarius into Mercury and Gemini just because Jupiter and Gemini is helping you. But you can kind of get some stuff done, but it's a little difficult. Now the best thing we saw so far, they had one opposition, and oppositions are as far apart as you can be. So it's really hard to make things work well in opposition, but it can be done with a balance. The one story that we've seen is Joe Biden gave Ukraine authorization to use these long-range weapons, ballistic missiles or whatever they're called, in the war with Russia, like 2 months before his term is over. So he is in, they're both in states where Joe Biden's a lame duck. Zelensky's like, we know Trump is going to just say, Russia have at it or whatever, or there's going to be a lot of pressure just to end the war, or just, you're not getting more money. So that sort of thing. So it's like they can't really, really help each other. But what they can do, a planet in detriment can act in extreme and ineffective ways and essentially cause harm. So there's a lot of concern about this escalation of the war because, World War III it probably already started. But anyway, there's North Korean soldiers there. But that's an example of those two in opposition. And they're going to have two more oppositions because Mercury's going retrograde now. And what I'd like to say about retrogrades are they peel the tape back so that you can see what's underneath it. We're finding things out. And so the next one's like December 2nd or so, where they're both retrograde. So Mercury went direct opposite Jupiter retrograde. And now Mercury retrograde's coming back and it moves faster. So it's going to catch up with Jupiter. They're going to oppose each other. We're going to be getting special announcements and information around December 2nd, 3rd. And then Mercury retrograde is going to go direct on the full moon, December 15th. So there's going to be tons of news of uncovering of stuff. And then it's going to go direct one more time. So there's 3 hits, 3 coats of paint is what Rebecca Gordon calls it. Where there's an area of your chart between 22 Gemini, which is right conjunct a fixed star called Ras Alhug, the head of the snake charmer. Yeah, it's a really interesting fixed star. And it's going to go all the way back to 6 Sagittarius, and then go forward. So that area, 6 to 22 of the mutable signs, is where there's the hot action that's in this retrograde. So especially if you have anything there in Sagittarius, you're may have a 3-part story. Now, if you have planets in Gemini, that's an opposition. So it might come in from outside yourself. Like a Sagittarius might, if you told a lie, you might get caught about it because there's like somebody finds a receipt. Or if you lost something, you might find it. Like Sagittarius, you might find money in your pocket from a pair of jeans you haven't worn in a couple of years. That could be something that happens. Or you lost something and you just happen to find. Retrogrades are symbolic of bringing things back to us. It's great. Like if you're doing horary, which is a technique I do where sometimes people are looking for lost items. If the item is retrograde, it signifies retrograde. It symbolizes it's probably coming back to you. Yes. And then, so in opposition, Geminis, your partner might find money in their pocket, or someone else, or some story outside of yourself. Somebody might cause you a delay or something like that. With Virgo and Pisces, it's a square. So there might be this internal thing. Yeah. And Mercury in Sagittarius can bring the jokes. I love Sagittarius, this mutable fire, great storyteller energy. This morning, I was just giggling so much. I was remembering an old story of something that was funny. Yeah. So there is funny stuff going on too. So it's like there's some of it is lighthearted, but yeah, some of it's great. I'm calling it To Catch a Thief is the theme of this Mercury retrograde because, like I said, Mercury's opposite Jupiter and Gemini. They're in mutual aid, but it's like Larry, Curly, and Moe, or Larry and Curly. Yeah, Larry, Curly, and Moe. I think Moe might be Sagittarius. Okay, we may see something. Okay, so now the thing that's happening, a bigger picture, a bigger theme of this time is that this big transit is Jupiter in Gemini is squaring Saturn in Pisces, okay? And they were exact on August 19th. There was that full moon where Jupiter square Saturn was exact, and there was tons of stories around that. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. But what's going to happen is now Saturn's direct and Jupiter's retrograde. So they're coming back into that square, but Mercury's involved. So it's what we call a T-square. So Mercury's opposite Jupiter, and they're both squaring Saturn and Pisces, and that is a T-square. It's a chart pattern. It's a tension, and Saturn's what's called the apex, and Saturn brings the consequences. That's why I'm calling it To Catch a Thief. So Jupiter can be Sagittarius can be a little lawless, not following the rules. But in Mercury there, you think you got a great plan, but it's like the clown car plan. And then you call your friend Jupiter and Gemini to help you with the robbery. And it's like both of you are a few nuts short of, or a few eggs short of a dozen. And yeah, it doesn't go so great. And then Saturn and Pisces, you get caught. And maybe you thought you got away with it because you did it a couple of months ago. Well, guess what? You didn't get away with it between now and December 24th, where the Jupiter-Saturn square perfects again. We're going to be seeing a lot of people getting caught for things they did. Yes, we are. So let's go back and just give you the words let's talk about stories we already saw. Yesterday's news was top to bottom in Mercury retrograde stories the last 2 days. Okay. Let me pause before I get to the stories. Okay, so Jacqueline says, since I'm learning, my husband's now 52 today, so does that... okay, so he's 52, so he's having a fifth house year, and I assume that's right. I don't have my perfections wheel in front of me. Does that mean his year is ruled, so to speak, by the fifth house? I love how you said this. The fifth house of childlike glee, friskiness, gambling, and kids. Yes, so you would look to his fifth house, see what planet is on the cusp. What, not planet, it's on the cusp. What sign is on the cusp of the fifth house, and you use a whole sign, and that planet is his lord of the year. So the fifth house is a house of good fortune, so I hope wonderful things come to him. Now it depends the state of his fifth house and his whole chart. But yes, doing things that are adventurous. The fifth house is about risk-taking, as well as doing things that are adventurous. Your children may be in focus. Yeah, I think you could, he may be like in the middle of the day calling you and telling you, let's get busy when I get home. Yes, it's a house of sex too. Yeah, so anything you could do to spice up things in the bedroom, I would say would be great for that. Yes, yes. Okay, let's see. Okay. Hey, hi Casey, Imaginary Restaurant, and Anna and everyone. So Anna traveled to London yesterday and it went super well. And you think you were helped by Jupiter. Wonderful. Yes, yes. Now pay attention the whole trip and see what retrograde things come up. Sometimes it's not you, it's other people. Yeah. Okay, let me see if there's any other comments. Yes. Oh, you're welcome, Jacqueline. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, hi, Tiffany. Yes, it's almost Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Okay, so now we're going to go over the stories of the Mercury retrograde so far. But first, let me just give you the retrograde things to be looking at when any planet goes retrograde. These are retrograde words: delays, reversals, reoccurrences of previous situations. So something that happened in the past could have a reoccurrence. A collapse of anything contemplated. You thought you were doing something and then it's like, no, you're not doing it because there's a big storm. This trip's canceled kind of thing. So let me see. Yeah, so we're going to be thinking about contracts, electronics, and meetings are big things to be thinking about, like trips with Mercury ruling transportation and travel. So let's talk. The first story I saw on about Mercury retrograde was that Hyundai and Kia are recalling over 200,000 electric vehicles for power loss. So we're going to be seeing some of these stories are a combination of Mercury retrograde and Mars retrograde, because Mars retrograde starts on December 6th, and they're both going to be retrograde December 6th through December 15th. So that's a period where there's a really big likelihood. Other retrograde terms are conflicts or disagreements, where we're going to see a lot of increasing of that kind of energy right in that time period. But yeah, power is related to motors and the car. And so recall, RE words, revisit, recall, revise, all these RE words. When you see them, these are the stories. Okay, so that's one of the stories. Now let's get, and then there was typically always the horrible transportation stuff. There was a plane crash in Lithuania. In Egypt, there was a boat that sank. And when you're reading a story, like, you can tease out all of the words that have to do with the transit. So Mercury retrograde, we're thinking it's traveling, a boat is traveling, and it's called the sea story. So Sagittarius, to me, Sagittarius is a great storyteller, and Mercury's communication, so story, and the Red Sea, Sagittarius, is a fire sign. So this is a way you can kind of teach yourself astrology when you're reading a story and you're like teasing out, what else can I see that's related to this transit? So that's, yeah. And okay, so now we're going to get into, my favorite story. Before we get into the Catch a Thief, Drake. Now this is where Mercury in Sagittarius is bringing the funny, the laughs, and the joy. So Drake is that artist, musical rapper from Canada, and he is suing Spotify and United Music Group and some other things about Kendrick Lamar's massive hit, which was a diss track about Drake called Not Like Us from this summer. It was the song of the summer, or one of them. And he's filing a lawsuit. And it's like this long running rap battle between the two of them, where they used to be friends. This is my understanding, but I could be wrong, but my understanding was they used to be friends, and I don't know what happened, but they've been doing rap battles for a while. So they're competitors. So you can think about Mercury retrograde. He filed these lawsuits yesterday, and the comments on Instagram have been hilarious about how he's calling HR about a rap battle, or he's like calling his lawyer about a rap battle. You're not supposed to call your lawyer when you're in a rap battle. You're supposed to come back with a fiercer track that does, yeah. But anyway, he's saying that these Spotify and UMC artificially pumped up this track in order to make it more popular in a way that's you're not supposed to do. Now, filing the suit in Mercury retrograde, he may repeal the suit before it gets to court or what have you. But anyway, it's just hilarious. You don't sue someone for a rap battle. No, you do not. And I mean, I remember posting once on Threads that I wish the song would come out and go out of my head because it was such a great earworm, and people were just singing it, rapping it. And then today he filed a second lawsuit. So Jupiter rules legal affairs, and Gemini does things twice. And he's also saying that the song is libelous about him because it's saying things about his sex life, like he likes them young and how you better hide your sisters from him or stuff like that. Yeah, and essentially accuses him of, liking him too young. Anyway, so he's saying it's defamation. So that's Mercury and Sagittarius, this fast-spitting rap song, squared Saturn in Pisces is saying things about him that aren't true. Pisces that are harmful, Saturn, to his reputation. And the Mercury opposite Jupiter is taking him to court. So that's all this rap, you can see that with this story. But I thought that was hilarious about that. Okay, so that's enough of that. So let's get to Catch a Thief. I think that's going to be a big theme of this Mercury retrograde. So a story I saw yesterday was this girl was stealing from Target, and then she's an influencer, and then posting her on whatever TikTok or whatever videos of her with her stolen items. Well, Target doesn't play that. She got arrested, and they've got all this video evidence of her and her simple self, videotaping all this stuff. So that thief was caught. That's one. The second one I saw yesterday was that, so Macy's, somebody who worked for them, was in charge of small packages. And putting in the accounting for that, and packages, transportation, that part of the business, and they missed something, $154 million worth of these small packages. So Macy's has delayed their earnings call. So commerce is a mercurial topic. The itemization of the things is mercurial. Peeling the tape back, they did an audit and saw and caught this person doing all this stuff, and so they've been fired, and I wonder if they'll be seeing the inside of a jail cell. We'll see. That's another one. And also 300,000, there was 3,000 guitars or something, Gibson guitars, were coming from China, and they're only made in the U.S., and they did a raid on that, and so they got all the guitars. So those are To Catch a Thief stories, but I think we're going to be seeing other To Catch a Thief stories. So we'll see what happens. Oh, and the ceasefire. So the ceasefire in Lebanon. Thank goodness it's a ceasefire. And one of the pictures I saw this morning was all of these cars, the highway is packed, so they're delayed with transit because people are trying to return home after this. Now, I hope the ceasefire holds with Mars going retrograde on December 6th. There is so much energy that it could go sideways. So let's hope that it holds. I'm hoping that the Mars retrograde will bring a ceasefire with Gaza. We'll see what happens. Okay. Because there's a bunch of transits. I did my podcast last night. Because the day after Mars retrograde is Neptune direct. So I'm hoping that's fighting ceases, peace is here. We'll see. That's probably wishful thinking, but keep hope alive. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we're going to get to the cards. I hope that was helpful. Yes. Let's see. Oh, and in the United States, there's all these storms. So Thanksgiving is going to be a nightmare for some people where they're stuck on the road. If you're traveling, take tons of snacks and stuff. Make sure you have the blankets or things. Make sure your car is full of gas because it's going to be a nightmare for some people. And if your intuition tells you to stay home, I would just stay home, really, to be honest. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you're very welcome. Yes. Yes. Simone, Nadia Simone. Yes. It was the song of the summer. Yeah, I think they used to be friends or something. That's what I read. Now, I could be wrong. I'm not that up on rap. Yeah. Yeah. D. Tuggle is saying, imagine if Tupac and Biggie sued each other over things they said. I mean, it's absurd. Yeah, it's absurd. Yes, it's rich people's problems, Miss Michelle. Yeah, the comments are the ones. Yeah, no, he doesn't have a comeback diss track, obviously. And oh, what train theft? Casey? I don't think I saw that story. Did I miss it? Oh, okay. So they used to be, Wendy Gal says they used to be friends and Drake did a collab in Kendrick's first album. Hi, Ashley. Perfect timing for the cards. I talked all about Mercury retrograde and such. Oh, and Daria. I already said Daria gave this to me. Okay. The Illuminating Tarot is the deck, and it's by Caitlin Keegan. I love this. It's like a card deck, and it's 53 cards for divination or gameplay. So you could use it like a regular card deck. Now, and to remember, clubs are wands, diamonds are coins, hearts are cups, and spades are swords. Okay, so you have these beautiful cards, and I'm going to pull a card for each sign of the zodiac. You're going to listen for your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. Oh, that's right, Casey. I think that was in the Seattle area. There was a cargo train that was being looted by all these people. It was insane. The cargo, yeah, you're just in time. Okay, let's start with Aries. So notice when you see there are going to be a lot of stories about people getting caught for stealing. Yeah. Okay, and the consequences that are coming. Oh, and the Menendez brothers trial is delayed. Oh, okay. We're going to start with this. Oh, Aries. Yay, Aries. This is so great for Aries because Mars is trying the North Node right now, and you got the Ace of Cups. Yeah, hearts. Yeah, I think that's cups. Let me double check. I always have to look at this. Hearts. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Hearts. Oh, so what could be like some new emotional story that's beautiful for you, or some new start with emotions and loves? Did you used to write your partner love letters, Aries? And do it again. Do it again. Go back to an old thing you used to do. That's kind of romantic. Like, Venus is in Capricorn right now, and it can be like, oh, you're just doing the things like taking out the garbage and cooking the dinner, but bring some of the Aries, some of the the romance back. And if you're single and ready to mingle, think about how you're going to get back out there. So Ace of Hearts is emotional, spiritual, or creative flow. So getting in creative flow. What do you need to do, Aries, to get in flow? So think about that, because retrogrades are an invitation to slow down, to go within, and really, yeah, reconnect with yourself. Yes. Okay. Yeah, and the book, the book has, this is what the book looks like. So they're just some key words and key themes with these. And then Taurus got the 10 of clubs. So Taurus, see that rooster there? Be ready for a wake-up call. What is awakening inside of yourself? Right now, Venus is in a square with a Chiron, the wounded healer. So you may just notice if some of the issues with loved ones are a little sensitive or something like that. Yeah, there's something I feel like there's something being called to your attention. Let me see what I wanted to write down. Okay. 10 of Spades, the Judgment, wake-up call, and announcement. So what messages are you getting? Yes. Spades or swords. So it's almost like spades or swords. So it's information. What are you hearing? I need to write it down on this piece of paper. Okay, so spades or swords and hearts are cups. Okay. You think I can remember that? It's only 4 thick. Okay, Gemini. So really paying attention to what you're hearing, Taurus. Oh, thank you, Casey. Casey pays attention and learns so much astrology in action. It's just so eye-opening when you see that when you start syncing with these patterns and paying attention to the astrology, and this can help you. Okay, they're gonna get back to me in this, it helps you be able to predict things for your own self. When is a good time to do something, or when you're going to hear back about something, or what may be the likely outcome of something. It's just just to witness the synchronicities of the universe. And no, we are not in a random just jumble. There are patterns and times for everything. And yes, you get the Wise Skies calendar. You can go to the link in my bio for a discount, and it'll put all the transits on your phone, all the moon phases, and with guidance and information so you can plan. Yeah, so you can know not to travel on December 6th unless you really have to. Yeah. Okay, anyway, this is the 2 of Spades. This is like the 2 of Swords. Gemini, what aren't you seeing? And to me, this is also for Geminis. With Geminis, you've got Jupiter in your sign, Mercury's opposite your sign, and the square to Saturn in Pisces. Sometimes you have to walk by faith, not by sight. So even if things in reality seem like it's not going to work out, there seems like this tough Saturnian boundaries. But there is some of this mutual aid between Mercury and Jupiter. And if you can have some faith and belief, maybe there can be some help along the way. Yes. And yeah. And this is like the Hangman. Peace through self-discipline and freedom from distraction. So this can be like Gemini also. I'm getting walked by faith, not by sight. But you can also think about how maybe sometimes Gemini, you do actually need to, especially with Mercury, the rules your sun, moon, or rising, depending on what Gemini you have. Like maybe you can put some blinders on like the side, like a horse does, in order to stay focused and not squirrel. So that's something to think about. How can, through this Mercury retrograde, I stay focused and have freedom from distractions so that I'm less likely to make a mistake or have a mishap that are common during Mercury retrogrades. Yes, yes. I love that. Okay. Ooh, oh, look at this. So, Cancer got the Jack of Hearts, and look at like the two fish. So this is like a cups. So the Jack, I think, would be, this is like the Page of Cups. This is a beautiful card. Absolutely. So we're looking for someone. Cups can come in through people. This is unconscious thoughts coming to the surface and contemplation. So this is a great time, this Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What unconscious thoughts are coming into your periphery? Use the retrograde to do some writing or reviewing, because Mercury is retrograde in Sagittarius, and for Cancers, that's Cancer. Sagittarius is 150 degrees. It's a quincunx. It's in your blind spot. So it's stuff it's like a sixth house. You may not be seeing it. But when you take some time to slow down, you can maybe learn about how some of the things are driving you, especially if you like blurt something out. That's what Sagittarius can do. Yeah. So paying attention to that stuff, and being interested in like, why is this coming to my conscious attention? Yeah. Okay. Not judging it as good or bad, just as, yes, to catch a thief and to catch a cheat. That's another one. This Mercury retrograde is going to bring up. Okay. Ooh, okay. So this is for Leo. This is 3 of clubs. Look at the TP. And this feels like collaboration, taking the time to make sure you have all the resources you need to build the what do you call it? The structure or support, or give you the stability, or, yeah, clubs are wands. So this is 3 of wands. Okay, wands is clubs. So it's almost like, it's like a travel card in the typical tarot, but let me see what it says in here. I feel like it's all about collaboration. Okay, efforts rewarded, success in business, Leo. Efforts rewarded. So if you put the work in, you use the right tools, you have the right resources, you can build a structure that's supportive, and yeah, you will be rewarded. Like, what a fun party it would be, go to a party in a teepee. Yes, it would. Okay, for Virgo, 4 of diamonds. 4 of diamonds for Virgo. So this is like the 4 of, like, this is a reminder to be, the 4 of Pentacles is about, well, it can be hoarding or conservation or things like that. Let's see what it says in here. The 4 of diamonds. Hesitation to help others, preoccupation with material possessions. So yeah, it's just like the 4 of Pentacles, where the person's holding on to that coin too tight. You know what? I think it's a good idea to hold on to your coins tight, because another thing that was yesterday with Mercury retrograde, meaning when things are said during a retrograde, it's like, is that really going to happen, or is there going to be a collapse of anything contemplated? And Donald Trump has said he's going to institute these 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico, which are going to be disastrous for consumers in America, because the countries don't pay the tariffs. The corporations who are bringing in the imports pay the tariffs, and then that just will send prices through the roof. And the Mexican president said, well, we're going to issue our own retaliatory. So this is an example where Mercury retrograde can bring a conflict or a disagreement, because back in Donald Trump's first presidency, he had some trade deal with Canada and Mexico, and now he is reneging on that thing, one of the Mercury retrograde words, and talking about putting on these tariffs. But we'll see if they ever happen. Yeah, he's mad that, and also China, more on China. He wants China to kill drug dealers, and he wants, are there that many people coming to the United States illegally from Canada? I guess maybe there are. It's about drug flow and, what do you call it? People illegally crossing their borders. So we'll see what happens with that. But it's a conflict. It's a reversal of a previous commitment, as well as it's going to really affect commerce, which is a mercurial term. And Sagittarius, long distance, other cultures, coming in from other cultures. So it has all of the pieces of the puzzle of a Mercury retrograde and Sagittarius thing. And you can think about the opposition to Jupiter in Gemini. It's about, they're close neighbors. They're our closest neighbors, Canada, and like Gemini is things close to us, but Jupiter, they're foreign. And the square to Saturn and Pisces. Pisces rules both drugs and people who are homeless or refugees or like disadvantaged crossing the border. Yeah, so you can think it has all the things with that. Okay. Oh, I want to talk about Demure too. Four of Spades for... Oh, this is beautiful. Four of Spades for Libra. Look at your card, Libra. Four of Spades. It's like a skull. Spades are the swords. Do you need to have some rest and relaxation and really slow down, Libra? That's what I'm thinking with that. Let's see what the book says. Four of Spades. Oh, okay. So it's a death card in here. So the cycle of creation, destruction, and renewal. So Libra, what do you need to release that's no longer serving you, especially with this retrograde? Old ways of thinking or speaking. Are you doing the work of Libra, the South Node in Libra, and releasing some of the shadows of the energy, the people pleasing, going along to get along, avoiding conflict just for the conflict's sake, just for the sake of peace and harmony, but at what cost? You can think about that. Nadia is, I hope I'm saying that right. So I'll just call you Simone. Simone is exhausted from work and family. Oh, I hear you. Raven, you're a Libra rising. Yeah, Toggle, yeah. Some say more sneak in through Canada than Mexico. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Yes, it is playing cards. Well, they're a little bigger, but you can use this deck like a regular card deck, and it's called Illuminated Tarot. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit before we move on about Demure was chosen for the word of the year. And that is from very demure, very mindful. And it's so funny with Mercury and Sagittarius, because Mercury and Sagittarius is neither demure nor mindful. No, it's not. But it was chosen for the dictionary's word of the year. And I think it's so interesting because one of the other front runners was brat. And brat is so like North Node in Aries, like being a selfish brat. where demure, the south node in Libra, it's so like being very demure is very Libra. And we just had a solar eclipse in Libra, so the Libra one beat out the Aries one. So yeah, October 2nd anyway. So I thought that was great that was the word of the year. It just took off like fire, and I think it was during Virgo season, I believe, when it really hit big. It's a very Virgo word, but you can give it its Libra-is too. Okay. Scorpio is the king of diamonds. Oh, look at that, Scorpio. Oh, right now on your throne, enjoying your realm and what you have built for your legacy financially, as well as all of the abundance you have with the people you love around you, and the knowledge you've gained, I'm getting too with that. I love that. Okay, and if a few people put your sun, moon, and rising, I'll do a couple in the question mark, please. Yeah. Okay, diamonds. For once, I don't have like 10,000 things to do today. I'm really taking things off my plate. I still haven't done my full moon blog. I'm not doing it. I'm really going to try to do a new moon blog, but I've decided I'm just going to write when I feel like it and not on a schedule anymore. Okay, the king of diamonds. Generosity, happiness found in nature or spirituality. I love that for you. I love that for Scorpios. Okay, let's see. Sagittarius got king of clubs. I love that. Look at that lion. Oh, this is so interesting. King of clubs for Sagittarius. Let me read that, because that's swords. We don't want that card. Wait, let me see. I don't think that doesn't look like the typical. Oh, Sagittarius might find like 10 of, oh no, king of swords. I'm thinking 10. Never mind. Using your mind well. Let's see. What is that? Clubs. My brain is not holding on to any information. Okay, king of clubs. Let's see. I love this for Sagittarius. The magician, skill transformation. So this could be great, using this Mercury retrograde Sagittarius to go back and think about all of the skillful ways you can use that energy in terms of communication. Through storytelling, through performing, through coming up with big ideas, and are you a Sagittarius, can have a big idea but have used some of that Gemini energy to make it great. Okay, 4 of clubs for Capricorn. This is like the 4 of wands. Celebration. So hopefully Capricorn's going to have a beautiful Thanksgiving with all the right people who know how to behave themselves. And, you're not going to be stymied by the weather. You're going to be having fun and hilarious conversations rather than any kind of conflict. Yeah. 4 of clubs, solid foundations, stability, celebration. So what do you have to celebrate, Capricorn? I think that's something to really think about. Let's see. 10 of diamonds. This looks like the happy family card to me. Yes, this is the 10 of diamonds. This is the 10 of pentacles, like the enjoying your wealth and all of that kind of stuff. I think I used that for something else, but I felt that was very similar to this one, the king of diamonds. Yeah, but this is the 10 of diamonds. Okay, let's see. 10 of diamonds. A choice of security over risk. So you can really think about where do you choose stability and security over taking a chance, as well as just enjoying your bounty, enjoyment of wealth, it says. Yeah, so this is for Aquarius. And can you enjoy the fruits of your labor? Can you enjoy wealth, stuff like that? It's so interesting. The Mars retrograde is going to be fascinating to see which stories come up in the news, because there's so many things happening right around that day. So we're going to have Mars goes retrograde. Mercury in Sagittarius retrograde will square Saturn in Pisces for the second time. And then Venus will be at the 29th degree of Capricorn, degree of crisis and decay. This is part of the reason I'm hoping, because Israel is a Libra rising, so Venus rules I'm hoping they come to some kind of truce and ceasefire. And then Venus goes into Aquarius and meets Pluto. So there may be some things that come out about, so that could be like feelings of freedom or celebration after Capricornian work trials. Yeah, we'll see what happens. That would be beautiful if people could come, if that horror show could end, hostages released, start rebuilding, and like the nonstop trauma of this war. Yeah. Okay. Pisces. Ace of spades, Pisces. That's an ace of swords. What new ideas are coming into your focus and being crystallized? Because for Pisces, you've got Saturn in your sign. Saturn can help crystallize things. Swords, these are ideas in the mind. Aces are a new start. And you've got Mercury retrograde on one side and Jupiter retrograde on the other side. Offering other mutual aid. Now, it may not be the best idea you ever had, but it could be something that starts to build into a great idea with help. When you start talking about it, this is what I get with that. So you got kind of a crystal of an idea, like a kernel, but you start talking with someone else, and then you guys start swapping, and then you start getting a better and better and better idea that comes into focus by the full moon in Gemini. Yes, December 15th. So you can think about that. Okay, Ace of Spades. Let's see, how am I doing on time? I'm just about at time, but I want to do a couple of, focus and clarity. Yeah, with focus, you'll get clarity. And I think conversation with someone. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, lots of Libra risings here. Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad you saw me live, Amy. Yeah, lots of Libra risings. Transformation was your card. Oh, Pamela Anderson. Didn't have a... Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, here are a bunch of things. Okay. People put their stuff in. Okay, let me do a couple of these. Okay, Beth Wicca is a Scorpio sun and moon and a Sagittarius rising. So Beth Wicca. Okay, Beth. What am I getting with this? A king of diamonds. There are two kings. Two kings. I feel like you need a third king. That movie, Three Kings. Maybe that's a good one for you to watch over this holiday season with George Clooney. You can think about the wands and the wands and the diamonds. What are you inspired to take on for this next year? Let's see. What are diamonds? Oh, wands and diamonds. I feel like this is, Beth, I want you to think about, like, next year is so much change and and interesting things coming in with all of the, like, Saturn and Neptune are moving into Aries, Uranus and Gemini. I think that could be really helpful with your Sagittarius. I want you to think big. Start a vision board. That's what I want you to do. I want you to start your vision board early with this retrograde about what you want to bring in next year, and feel like you are the king and have the power to make things happen despite the headwinds. It's just going to take longer maybe, but to realize you have through April, there's all these retrogrades. But if you start with a plan and start building it, you can be the king of your castle, the supreme, like, feel like by summer that you're, wow, look what I started back in November. Look where I am now. Ooh, I had this success, and it's going to be like, if you use it, I feel like it's going to be monetary, but it's going to take some courage, to get there. You've never done a vision board? Oh, wonderful. Yes, Beth. It's all about your business, potentially. That's what I want you to do the vision board for. Absolutely. Okay. And Raven, Leo Sun, Aries Moon. Oh, I love yours. Oh, Aries Moon and Libra Rising. What a great big three. So you've got, Raven, the three, like, this can be about business success, emotional fulfillment, but I think, what do you need to let go of? I think this is a key. What do you need to let go of, transform ways of doing things to increase your success and fulfillment? What's standing in your way? What's your block? Think about what the blocks are. And okay, yesterday I pulled, I was doing cards, and I always look at the bottom of the deck because that's like what's I'm not seeing. And it was Serapis Bay was at the bottom, and it's about, self-discipline. I ate all these potato chips yesterday. I've been working too hard and using, I quit drinking, so I've been like snacking more, and it's like, okay, I gotta stop that. And get more self-discipline. That's for me, because I am not going into 2020 fatter. That's not happening. So I got to get the discipline back and get rid of some of the snacks. Okay. Oh, you're very welcome. Oh, good. Oh, you're welcome, Beth. You're very welcome. Yes. Okay. Aquarius stellium. Okay. So Teresa, Aquarius stellium sun. Oh, I love that. Well, I just want you, Teresa, to have a beautiful holiday season. Yeah, and Sag rising. Well, I feel like this is your husband. This is the king of clubs. Do something fun with your husband. I feel like, especially if he's been blue or anything, get out, even if it's cold. Just go for like a walk or do something fun and frivolous. I feel like that's what you need, Teresa. And I'm going to do Chrysula, Virgo moon, you're a Virgo sun, Gemini moon, Virgo sun, Gemini moon, and Virgo sun, Gemini moon, and Leo rising. I love this for you, Chrysula. I just gave me chills. I was thinking about your son when I saw this. I just feel like this is like he's always with you. Yeah, he's always with you. Just remember the love. That's what I get for you for this Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. Remember all the love you had with your son. Absolutely. So this is... And I'm not sure if I'm putting them back in the right place. Oh, Jesus. Ah! Well, this is going to be Mercury retrograde because some of them, and I really would like you to get back in the studio if you haven't already with your ceramics. That's what I'm feeling with this. Yeah. Can somebody tell me which one is Virgo? Was it the Jack of Hearts or the Four of Diamonds? I can't remember which one was Cancer. Oh, this was Cancer. Okay. I don't know what I did. So anyway, that concludes this. I'm just blaming Mercury retrograde. I think I put some things in the wrong place, but it is what it is. And I might have put some things in the wrong place. But Chrysula, I was just thinking about your son when I saw this. That was definitely came to me. But I hope I put these back in the right place. But, you know, it is what it is. I did my best. And it's Mercury retrograde. Okay. Oh, hi, Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Okay, I might have mixed stuff up, so I better stop. Oh, you had a baby, KLM, Astro. Oh, you had a baby. Okay, yes, I'll pick a card for you. November 24th. Wow, congratulations. You have a Sagittarius stellium in the 5th house. Oh my God. Okay. So your baby may communicate differently. I feel like, I got this image of your baby liking to touch things for communication. And don't worry if their speech is a little delayed. They're born with Mercury retrograde, like stationing retrograde. So maybe they'll be like really creative about the way their conversation. Like I think you might have a little artist. Let's see. I pulled the King of Wands for you. And I feel like this is it a girl or a boy? What's your baby's name? Or I don't know if you even have to say that anymore. Okay. Well, the King of Wands, and underneath is the Fool. So you're on a new journey. Enjoy it. Yeah, so, yeah, heart-centered. How can you be heart-centered? Leadership. You can think about that. And I think thinking about it internally, yeah. Wait, what do you mean? No, I don't have a baby. Was it your birthday? I don't know what is going on here. Oh, you had a birthday. Okay, the King of Wands came upside down, but I didn't want to show you that with a baby. So this is a year that's going to be a lot of internal managing of your fire energy. So, okay. Being compassionate. Yeah, really watch for impatience. This is what I'm thinking for you. Really watch for impatience and impulsiveness this year, but being optimistic. Yeah, and don't get too discouraged by delays. Mercury was slowing down to station as you had your birthday. So this is a year where I think there may be a slow start, but with focused effort and really focused effort, you can have a lot of success. Yeah, but don't let yourself get too impatient with things, and mind your fire. Okay, happy birthday. Oh, you said B-day. I read baby. And I'm thinking, oh wow, you just had a baby. That is Mercury retrograde, bringing the funny. Be giving your baby. That's Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Yes, I think you're going to have a lovely year, and there's going to be some interesting and exciting things that are not in your view yet that are coming because the Fool card was on the bottom. And can you meet these new things and challenges with yes, hey Ajay, Brooklyn's in the house. You're very welcome. Okay, on that note, I will go on with the rest of my day. I'll put the picture up. I think I have the cards all back in the right spot. But yeah, we'll it's Mercury retrograde. Okay, take good care. Happy, happy, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Okay, bye. Thank you, Lisa.